Hello and welcome to another episode of The Wind in the Crown. Lynx here, of course. Let's see what a merchant and this, well, I guess we couldn't safely say serial killer are up to.
Thank you so much for coming, Aku!
So this is what you've been up to for the last couple of days.
When we got here, it was dusty and covered in webs, but with a lot of hard work, we've made ourselves a workshop! Yay!
I'm proud of you. It lets out a squeal of happiness before wrapping me up in a tight hug. Oh yes.
You're the best, Aku!
And what are you doing here?
Whatever do you mean? I'm here because cleaning is my specialty as a maid, after all. I used to have servants. They'd clean up when I was done working, and Poppy and Zoe aren't strong enough to lug these things around.
And you're fine with this? I'm pretty sure she just indirectly called you her servant.
Oh. But I was a servant before I brutally murdered the person I was tasked with caring for. I had the same exact concern, don't worry. She promised me that she won't kill me like she killed the queen. Why would I? Aren't we all friends around here? Yeah!
Rick, sorry, mind if I talk with you privately for a moment?
What can you tell me that you can't tell me or tell your teammate? Oh, perhaps you don't trust Miss Erika.
It's you that I don't trust.
Oh, but Miss Erika trusts me. It would seem that you do not trust her judgment.
The puppy dog eyes that Eri is giving me scream that I cannot give my honest answer here. She needs to have some hope that her leader trusts her, or she is far more likely to end up susceptible to people like Rixory. I do trust her and her judgment. But I'm also in charge of keeping her safe, and her well-being is important to me. If I was not suspicious of people from other teams associating with her, I would be failing that duty. Before I can react, Eri darts forward and loves me in a tight hug. Again!
I care about your well-being too, Aku! And I care about my brand new friend, Miss Erika, the camp weaponsmith.
Oh?
Why don't you tell your leader some of the ideas that we've been coming up with in our little workshop? That's a wonderful idea! Rixory has been the best brainstormer I've ever met before. It's like she's just constantly developing new weapons and tactics. Almost like I am.
Yeah.
Let me go grab a couple of concept sketches I've been working on. Before you ask, no, I don't intend on hurting your precious innocent Smith or any of you with the nightmares we are inventing here. As long as you all give me plenty of prey to use them on.
This is
I don't care about whatever little righteous speech you are about to give me.
I'm not.
Consider this a clear threat. Hellspawn blood, human blood. I do not care, I will be sated in some format.
That actually kind of rhymed. A little bit. You know what? I kind of like her. I'm weird, am I not? I'm so weird. I'm digging her character, okay?
So take that into your plans when you consider just how much of a peace-loving leader you want to be.
Okay, I'll not be intimidated by you.
Good.
Wait, what? Good?
Either you will be brave and help me find good prey, or you will be the good prey. Cowards are no fun. I can't find them. I think Zoe put her machine on top of my drawings. She told us not to move it without her ensuring the safety of that.
What is that?
Sorry, but you have to ask Zoe. It made her super duper excited when she saw it, but I haven't the foggiest idea what it might be. Miss Zoe believes it will allow her to get electric lights set up along the perimeter. Zoe rambled on about a lot of things it could do before being so excited that she would have lights. I think she's scared of the dark or something. I'm not so scared of the dark, though. It's the things in dark that can frighten.
I mean, yeah, it's the same with kind of caves. I mean, I'm not afraid of caves. I'm afraid of falling. Anywho, like you.
Wait, things in dark are scary. I wander around the dark sometimes. A scary monster! Run! I'm going to eat me!
What? And there she goes.
Weird, but if she can deliver on her toys, I can look the other direction.
What are you having her work on first?
Some standards. She's making a weapon, a wooden sword.
Wooden sword. Wooden sword. Hellspawns. What? Whatever.
First, before making a few wooden spears for the rest of us.
Okay, that kind of makes more sense because it can be spiky, right?
After that, I think we're going to start work on a spiked net.
Okay.
Nothing like pain to go with the fear as your enemy slowly approach to end your life.
Oui.
The most dangerous weapons are the most useless ones in the hands of those that have not mastered them inside and out.
You know what? She's kinda right.
That's what Raj used to tell me.
Who?
He brought me down to the training grounds to watch me practice with the other guards. A shame really that he accidentally ate some poisonous berries brought to him by Mary. Poor Mary, she loved him so very much. A shame she was colorblind and couldn't distinguish the colors of berries that I told her not to get mixed up.
You're a monster.
Better to accept you are one than to spend every day trying to convince yourself there is no blood on your hands. If you'll excuse me, I must go find Miss Erika before she sets something or herself on fire to get rid of the darkness.
New weapons will be useful, but at what cost? I mean, right now you don't have any weapons at all for. Technically.
Aku!
Puppy.
Okay, I really don't want to hear your latest sales speech. I've got a patrol route in 20 minutes.
But I need help, it's super important.
Okay, you've got 2 minutes. Starting now. What amazing new product have you coating this time?
It's called God Bites. It is going to revolutionize your taste buds to make berries not taste so bleh.
Berries are good for.
But it's not actually related to that. I snuck off the camp to go gather more.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. You snuck out of the camp.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Of course someone else might have ratted me out.
Because sneaking out the camp when it isn't time for you to go patrol is against the rules.
Why else would I have snuck out?
Poppy, these rules are meant for your safety and to help keep this alliance together.
Then why are Ufei and Meira out there trying to kill each other?
What?
It's not fair. They get to sneak out of the camp with weapons to brutally assault each other while I cannot sneak out to get materials to make the greatest seasoning ever.
What? Puppy, where's the little?
We're going to tattle on them? That's not cool.
We're not tattling on them.
Oh well, we couldn't win anyway. She and Sienna are out on patrol and the river bark right now.
I'll have to take care of this before anyone gets hurt. Where are they?
About 300 meters outside the west gate.
Stay here, I'll figure this out.
Hey, wait! Wait, you can't yell at me for sneaking out without anyone and then go do it yourself!
As sorely tempted as I am to tell her to watch me do well, so Poppy strikes me as the type who will go grumbling around about unfair treatment. Fine, but if they attack us, I want you to run back here and get Azaya and Wukra. Wukra?
I can fight to protect us.
Fine, where's the crime? Lead the way!
They're right over there.
Thanks, Poppy.
Can I ask you something important before we go up there?
Can't wait, I really do not have the time right now to critique your sales pitch.
If they attack, you'll protect me, won't you? Maybe I need to fight a lot bigger, a lot tougher, a lot better with their weapons. They got pointy sticks, but if anyone here wants to kill me, there's not much I could do except hope they'd make slaughtering me fast. It scares me. I don't want to die. I'll give you access to my greatest product I've been developing, control of painted rock animals. First one will be free.
My heart feels heavy, and for that diminutive girl, I didn't think she even realized that these were the dev games. Poppy, you don't... Poppy? Did I say Poppy? Whatever. Poppy, you don't need to bribe me to protect you. All of us would protect you. Probably.
Sienna wouldn't. Someone told me that she'd let any of us die before risking herself with Biwi, and we'd be stupid to think anyone else would feel any different.
Sienna. Yeah, Sienna has had a hard life that has left her jaded. But me, Azaya, Eri, and even Vukra probably would do anything to protect you. I hope.
Ukra would die for any of us, she told me that.
Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah. I now remembered what she said. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Because she kinda doesn't care. That's good to know. If it was concerning about her mental health, yeah.
But Sienna...
No, but Sienna. I'll talk to Sienna later about this, but for now, don't fret. I'm here. I'm your ally. I'll protect you without any payment.
Thanks, Aku. I've still got...
That was very easy to change your expression.
I'm still gonna give you a free painted rock for...
I love it. Now, let's be quiet and see if we can see what's going on.
Sneaky's my middle name.
Pushing through the... Same! Until I make some noise. And go loud. Pushing through the leafy brush, I can hear loud, strained grunts coming from what sounds like Ufai. At least someone out here is still alive. Maybe the good junior lieutenant thought she would do the world a favor if the blood, whatever demon was slain by her hands. But don't say Ufai to me, but... I have to bite back a yelp of surprise as Ufai stumbles back in the thick tree trunk. A couple of meters away from me, Poppy to her credit doesn't let out a peep. Not hesitating, Ufei pounces back against her attacker. Shield raised, sword in what I presume is some sort of fighting stance ready for another round with her attacker. There is passion in the woman's strikes, but they are controlled, cautious even, like a predator searching for a gap in its prey's defenses. But Mira isn't giving any such gaps. I'm not sure what I expected from someone known as a blood-led demon. A violent onslaught of attacks that are trying their best to exploit even the slightest hesitation in Ufei's shifting of her shield. But when I look in her eyes, they're just empty, devoid of any resemblance to life. It's like staring into the abyss and the abyss staring back into my soul. It is what though... Is this what those innocent people saw when the bloodless demon came for them? Nothing more than the emptiness of the girl who has nothing inside of her. I give the brave junior lieutenant credit, she's not backing down a single inch. As fascinating as watching my opponents spar and learning why I need to keep an eye on them is their little else team and sister. I don't think she wants them killing each other. I step forward to try and quell the fighting, but they immediately turn their weapons on me. I should have brought a way to defend myself, yeah. But they're immediately going back to each other.
What's up, Aku?
Why are you two trying to kill each other and potentially me?
We're not trying to kill each other.
You're not.
We both need to keep in practice and our skills sharp. We know not what we face out here. Besides, our fights wouldn't even be nearly this close if I was trying my best. Then let me see. Have at you! They're just playing play fighting?
There is no play here, but yes.
Oh, sorry. Want to help me make an energy drink that will help with their training?
I think we better get back to camp before we accidentally get wrapped up into this further.
And then make the energy drink that will make us all rich?
Later tonight, I'm going to go pay Sienna a visit first.
You snooze, you lose. I'm going to make it first.
There she goes. Yeah, I'll just leave these two to their devices, I guess. And hope that both of them come back uninjured. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if they train, couldn't they make it inside of the gates? Outside, that would make sense. I mean, doing it outside clearly states... Wait, they are fighting, aren't they? I mean, that's what I think at least. But maybe my thinking is float. Whatever. Sienna!
What dark, dreary conversation have you brought to bring down my day?
Okay, so I was talking with Poppy earlier. What is this about you telling her that nobody would be willing to risk themselves protecting her?
It seems you have the entire bulk of the matter, so what?
She really took that to heart.
Good, she should. Trusting people is just a quick way to find a knife in your back.
I mean, let's not forget, this was supposed to be a battle royale, sort of, so... I mean, she's not wrong. Now listen, Harry.
Aku, how about you stop and listen here? You can't babysit your team's hurt feelings all day. You've got more important things to do. Aren't you trying to get back to your home?
I'm not babysitting anyone, and getting home has nothing to do with you working my team's fears against me, damn.
That's what you think I was trying to do? Work her fears against her so my team gets an edge. The team that has this suicidal ideal that you get to leave no matter what. I don't think we should be working together. It's my most fervent wish that we stop trying to prolong these games of betrayal.
Okay, I thought we could be friends, Sienna.
I thought that I was willing to accept possible avenues where we could be allies, but the more any of us try to depend on each other, the more it will hurt when we have to be the ones to stab the dagger into our friends' backs. And this hunt for some big hellspawn, I can tell you right now that it is going to fall apart.
You don't know that.
I do know that because we have a couple of trained combatants, no real weapons, and are facing a literal monster. Aku, stop treating this like we're a bunch of brave, trained adventurers in some kind of guild. We're here to be slaughtered. I'm going to be the one who goes into the unending abyss first. I'm going to make it back home.
To what?
I'm done here.
I'm asking you a question. I'm tired of you blowing this off. I'm going to talk about how you have to succeed then that we can work together. Give me a damn reason.
Get off my way.
What makes you so important that you're willing to make Poppy scared that even her team is going to abandon her, huh?
You want to know?
Yes! In a better, Sienna sweeps around and shows me up against the wall. I know she's trying to be intimidating, but it really is hard to take her as a threat with those glasses. Kind of. And also, my eyes are probably somewhere else, but let's not talk about that.
I'm going to always say the truth, and the truth is that the leader of their squad only cares about getting back home.
I do.
You do. You're treating this like some kind of summer camp. Their lives are literally in your hands. And not just their lives. Miss Mage, you get to go home and you survive this. But what about those that you leave behind? Our nation, our families. We're just pieces in the game. You've even got my team caring more about you than themselves or their family.
Oh, I see what this is about now.
I don't think you understand anything.
It's your family. You're sitting here ranting about how I only care about getting back home to my magic, but you only care about getting back to your family.
Her grip slackens for a moment, validating my jab, but ultimately tightens back.
You think you're so smart, don't you?
Oh, I don't need to merely think that I am.
There are people who depend on me back home. If I'm not there to put food on their table, and on our table, there isn't any food on the table. You're not the one who is going to keep them from starving. You're not going to be the one who hears their whimpers when they go to bed not having more than crumbs for their third day in a row. But hey, you got back to your home, huh? Back to your ivory tower. You can feel like a big shot with your fluffed up ego. I'm supposed to trust you, be your friend, give me my family's lives like everyone else on my team seems so eager to do. No, none of you care a damn about me. Why should I care about you? So yeah, saving herself is the best advice I can give Poppy.
I try to give a counterpoint, but she's already storming off. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. But also, at the end of the day, in a game like this, every single person definitely cares the most about themselves. Not the rest, I would say. Again, it's a battle royale. Anyway, Sienna is right. Even if I win this, everyone left behind is going to suffer for it. If my team wins, I left Isaiah of all people as the most sane voice. But that doesn't mean Poppy has to to bear the brunt of her disdain for me. Poppy just wants to make highly legal drugs to make everyone happy. Maybe Maybe it is my ego and pride driving me towards conflict with her, but I can't just let it end here. I need to resolve this with Sienna for the sake of the alliance and the very least.
Sienna, get back here!
Leave me alone!
No, we are not done yet.
You don't get to order everyone else around Aku. You're not the queen and you never will be.
And I don't want to be.
That's the problem.
You don't have any clue what you want.
I know exactly what I want.
Not when it comes to anyone else.
You're the one who... Hey, Like, could you just stop having your little lover spot and quiet down? I'll start to get an up in.
We are not lovers!
Not everyone has a... Oh gee, it is like a jest. I can tell here that Aku doesn't understand what you fight for, and that you're too scared to just meet it all.
Okay, I'm trying to understand.
Ah! Stop yelling! I'm never going to be able to fall back asleep.
Aam-e,
No. You're going to go somewhere else, deep in the forest, and talk your stupid little problems out.
no.
Oh yes, you're going to do it, or I'm going to tell her about those two myself.
Yeah.
You woke me up. You know I have zero problems revealing your twin secrets. Am I telling her resolving this, or are you?
I am.
Good. I'm going to go lay down under the tree again and pray for both your sakes that I'm able to stay asleep.
Twin secrets? What? Azaya storms off back towards the giant tree near the edge of the perimeter wall that seems to have become her favorite sleeping spot. Having her throw off my anger around has let a lot of my frustration vent into the cool evening air. From the downtrodden look on Sienna's face, it seems to have been more effective on her.
You're not telling anyone else?
Fair, I'll tell Pop you have a good reason for saying that to her, assuming you do.
No, not even if you believe what I say. I don't want everyone having information about me, as I already proved how it can be used against me.
I've got a hunt for food with her tomorrow. I just know she's going to find some way to get me back for waking her up for.
Can we just step outside the walls for a moment? If I'm trusting with this, I want you to trust me that I intend to do you no harm today.
Today? Fair enough. Let me just go. Let the others know I'm stepping out for a minute. Guys, we are going on a date! Well, so what are these twin problems that make you hate everyone around you?
They're not problems. They're my little brother and sister, twins. That's why Azaya used that wording to nail me.
You have siblings.
I mean, from what she said earlier about having to provide food for family and so on, you could sort of tell something like that might have been the case. To be honest, with the sibling, I was thinking more like, wait, does Sienna have a sibling or something? Herself, right? A twin. Turns out a little different, but, well, no.
Also have an older brother, or more like head.
I prop myself up against a nearby tree. I don't want to risk looming over her and putting her further on the razor's edge.
I was always an orphan. Up until a few years ago, I had a mostly normal life. Parents, home, food and table, supportive older brother, and a pair of younger siblings that looked up to me. I even went to one of the most prestigious schools in the Empire. I had the most fascinating relics of history at my fingertips to study, the finest of teachers to guide my way. But that's not how the world works. It thrives on pain and suffering. Anything good will eventually be consumed by the abyss.
Sadly true.
Even life, that's why I was unsurprised when it was my time to be pulled into these games.
What happened?
Every New Year's Eve, my family would have a big celebration. It was my father's favorite time of the year, and we'd always go caroling. Papa and I would sing while Rowan and Sophia would dance. You should have seen those two. Even for only being 9, they had the grace of the wind and flames. When they move, the spirits move with them. But 5 years ago, I was selfish and wanted to leave my ivory tower of learning. Instead of coming home for the holidays, I kicked and screamed until they agreed to let me stay in my school.
What?
But my family loved me too much to simply leave me alone. They all took a train up north to my school. They never made it. The train delayed not too far from its destination. I'll spare you the gory details of the conditions they found my family in.
You know what? This might be in the other version of the game. Because there are 2 versions, by the way, on itch.io. There is like what we are playing right now and the mature version. I'm guessing in the mature version she would actually not spare the gory details. By the way, I'll definitely play the other version as well, but on my own. Anywho,
They found my family, but I still have nightmares of the night when I was asked to identify the remains.
I'm sorry.
Just don't. I'm telling you this because I'm being blackmailed, not because I want sympathy.
Sorry.
Only Sophia and Rowan, my twin younger siblings, survived the crash. My sister must have... Never mind.
Whoa.
I'm not going to explain to you. You out of everyone might actually understand.
Magic.
Magic is real here.
And how does a blind girl see?
Who said I was blind?
Literal. She's very sharp when it comes to detecting magic and observing those around her.
Okay. My parents had some money saved, but it didn't last long.
Right off the topic, that's a jackpot with such a strong denial.
As my family had never maintained ties with other branches of the family, we found ourselves alone, homeless, and starving in a cruel world that cares not for those it crashes. The first few nights on the street were the worst. Rowan bawled his eyes out while Sophia tried her best to cheer him up. They're smart, Rowan and Sophia. They knew that their survival depended on an older sister that had forsaken them once and knew nothing but hatred for the world that had wronged her. I had two little kids who had just lost their family and were positive that they were going to be another statistic of Dead Street urchins soon. Damn it all! What does matter anymore? I'm dead already, so what does leaving the full truth with the killer harm me any?
What?
My siblings were born blind. Sophia, Rowan, Gabriel, and myself, all blind. Our family line was blessed by the spirits of the land to shepherd their powers and to appease them with their performances. Shamans, I guess, is the best way to describe us. Sophia controls the winds, Rowan controls the flames, Gabriel bended the waves. I feel the movement of the earth. I can feel the slightest vibrations in the earth. Your movements betray you to me, and years of fine-tuning have allowed me to create a picture based on that.
That's amazing! Sienna, it's a wonderful gift in a mundane world. Is it for? I don't know. I mean, I would not want that over having actually being able to see, to be honest, but...
It's a terrible curse in a world that denies your existence. That's what made it so easy. My decision to use my magic to become a thief, villain, to feed my siblings. I never told them how I raised the coin, but they knew it was something terrible. They'd always try to console me when I had a bad day, taking care of their crook of a sister. I stole what I once coveted. I used my mind to become bandit. The worst part is, I should feel bad, but I don't. I don't feel much of anything anymore.
I don't think she should feel bad about that. Still. If... In this case... and with taking into consideration her situation, no. She should not feel bad. Anyway.
If kept what was left of my family alive, I sold my soul for them without a moment of hesitation. I couldn't stand hearing his cries, her empty words. And it all didn't matter in the end. Without me, they've got nobody to put food on the table. They dance down the dogs for travelers for a pittance. Their magics aren't suited for thievery, and their souls are far too good for such an act.
Yeah, but Sling doesn't corrupt the soul, Sienna.
I didn't just pickpocket. I always tried my best not to kill. My plans had to be perfect before I would run a haste. Blindness and brilliance demanded no mistakes. But mistakes happen. People double back on their patrol routes because they left their keys. Parents get smashed by a boulder because I miscalculated. I met more orphans and I...
Okay, you don't need to say anymore.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. That's what scares me the most, Aku. I don't feel anything anymore. The hatred at the world that turned its back to me. The sorrow of my lost family. The happiness being a scholar. Nothing. All that's left of me are my hopeful siblings. And they are dead now too. I just hope I can survive long enough that they don't have to hear how they lost me as well. Sienna. That's not even a real name. It's a pseudonym. I was called the Sienna Shadow for so long that I just started using it as my first name.
But what is your real name?
That name is Death, as the girl who once bore it.
It's really that far. I don't think she's passed on to whatever afterlife you believe in.
I'm not in the mood for some platitudes. False platitudes from someone who is only fighting for themselves.
Okay, you told me that you don't feel anything, but as hurtful as your words to Poppy were, you were trying to help her. Haha.
So?
I think you've been hurt, Sienna. I think you've been hurt deeper than I could ever possibly discover. But as scared as your soul is, I think there is still some light in there. The same light that your brother and sister saw and never stopped trying to kindle when you were falling apart for them. Okay. Pushing back from the tree, I motioned towards the camp. Thank you for telling me this, even if it was because Azaya threatened you. I won't tell Poppy a word about what you've told me.
Good.
I'm just going to say one last thing.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm going to say it. Sienna, if your siblings are half as smart and a tenth as stubborn as you, then they're going to be waiting for you when you get back home.
But I'm not.
You are, even if your entire team decides to turn against you, you're smart enough and resourceful enough to already have plans for that. You'll find a way. And then do you think you'll be able to look them in the eyes if you let everyone around you die only to save yourself? That's why I know you aren't dead and buried yet. You love them and don't want to kill off their beloved older sister, even if you're given up on her. Even if you've given up on her.
Shut up.
Fine, let's get back to camp.
Okay. Windy the crown.
I totally thought we would like skip to the next day with patrol with Azaya, but I guess not. Anywho, let's cut it right. No. Let's cut it right here, right now, and we will continue tomorrow. We'll find out what Soli wants from us, previously known as Samantha for some reason, and maybe tomorrow we'll end this whole chapter. Yeah, we'll see. For now, hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know, the usual spiel, consider liking the video. If you're fresh to the channel, of course, consider subscribing as well. We are playing a ton of games. Actually, this is the game number 50 this year, by the way. Yes, number 50. I don't think I will be able to cover another 50 for until the end. Would be nice, but I don't think I'll be able to. Anywho, oh yeah, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, if you're into that stuff, in the description. There is also the link to the game. You can play it yourself as well, of course. For now, hope you all have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow too. Bye bye.